Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and this is my channel. This is your August 2020 tarot reading. So Scorpio, this is your focus, Neptune. So wherever Neptune is at, you will probably see a lot of changes or activity within that house in your natal chart. But what I was feeling whenever I pulled that card, your dreams are either being like, maybe you're a person who don't remember your dreams, so you may start to remember certain ones because you may have like really impactful dreams. I mean, I've always remembered like almost every single one of my dreams, like every time I wake up. So I'm one of those type of people. So if you're like that, then I think your dreams are going to have like huge impact on you this month, okay? And maybe for the rest of your life, okay? So please pay attention to your dreams. That's something that I feel like I need to tell you. So let's look into the beginning, middle, and end of your August, and then we're going to segue into the details, and then after that we will look into the oracle message of the moral of the story for your August, okay? So make sure you stay tuned for that. Ooh. So we're beginning your August. So this is the first through the 13th. 7 of Swords. Revealings, revelations, things that are shown to you through conversation. Or you may stumble upon this without really realizing that that's what you were about to see. So it could be by surprise too. King of Swords. Definitely feel like there was a lie involving a Libra, or just someone communicating and not being honest. A Libra may tell you something that you needed to know as well. 5 of Cups behind that. This is going to make you feel really down. You're going to be like, how did I miss the signs? I regret even trusting this person. You know, you're going to go through that Scorpio phase that you do. So who is this King of Swords in reverse? And then we're going to see what they told you. Remember, with Leo season, this is like the season where everything is illuminated, okay? So there's a lot of exposure, whether it's good or bad, just depends on the seeds that you've been planting. 10 of Wands. So the hardest part is over. But the thing with this is, it's almost like you went through a lot with whoever this person is. And I feel like they put you through a lot as well, physically. Like you had to put in a lot of effort, or there was just a lot of tension. And so this forced a change to come, an ending to come that you were not expecting, but you knew in the back of your mind that it was going to have to happen, just because of the toxic energy that I feel was with this person. Someone who is very manipulative, okay? Could have been a fire sign, but I feel like someone who has a bad attitude. So fire sign would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. What was told? What did you find out? I feel like this is someone who's very charming but manipulating. 9 of Cups. So someone was lying about how they were spending their time, or just about being comfortable with you or the situation. Like maybe you thought this was love and you found out it wasn't. Yeah, a divorce for some of you is what's happening. Some of you may feel like this is a dream, like this whole situation, an ending to a relationship. Some of you, this could also be karma that you have racked up. Like maybe you cheated in the past and now it's happening to you. Okay. Yeah, an ending to a family situation. And I feel like a lot of people are seeing you as the bad guy, or you feel like people are laughing at you because of the situation that's happened. Whew, Scorpio, what a way to start. Okay. Who is this person that you're dealing with? Who is your partner? Definitely a partner involved. All right, so we got a lot of cards, so it's a lot of people going through this that are Scorpios, okay? So we have an Aquarius here. We have a Virgo, who may be a part of the situation as well. A Leo. And the High Priestess, the Moon. So it could have something to do with your mother, or it could have something to do with just whoever you had an intuitive feeling that this was happening about this person and this is them, if you didn't hear their sign. So I also feel like there's a lot of things. It's like I feel like there's a lot of family involved with this, and I also feel like some of you guys may have found this on the internet, or its word is spreading through the internet. Okay, so how are you showing up in the beginning? Ace of Air. So I feel like you're being very standoffish. You're not trying to show much emotion. You're probably being a little rude to certain people, being dry, like you're not trying to talk to anyone. It could be from hurt or embarrassment, or just trying to protect yourself so that in the meantime nobody can sabotage you or throw something back in your face. Okay, whoever you're dealing with, how are they showing up? Whoever told you this lie, or you found out the truth about them, or they found out the truth about you. So they're not showing up. They're like nowhere to be found. We did get 3 different cards though. Okay. All right. So this may be all of the messages for them or just one. So some people that you're dealing with are very happy. They're fine. This is what they wanted. So maybe you did do the dirt in the situation. Then we have the Hermit, someone who is lonely, not talking to you at all. Like they don't want to have anything to do with you. And then we have the Fool. So I feel like this is someone who's very fixated on the way that they're being. That's just how they're going to be. Like they feel safe. They feel like the worst part is over. And they feel like you can't faze them. So I kind of feel like, Scorpio, you may have done the bad thing in the situation. We have the Lovers and we have the Tower. So you feel like this is the end of the road for this union that you have with this person. You feel like the relationship is over. There's no going back. And this may have been a cycle for you guys though at one point. And how do they feel about you? Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. So they're choosing their job, their lifestyle, and they're also choosing themselves. Like they're not going to fight for this anymore. Some very select few, this person may want to fight for their family, like to keep the family union together. But for majority, I think that they're done. Wow. Okay. So a lot of energy with that. I don't think there's much advice that needs to be said with that situation. So let's just go ahead and move on to the middle so we can see like how this progresses. Okay. So in the middle of your August, this is the 13th through the 20th, the 13th through the 20th. So 3 of Wands. So there's some good news coming. There's something you're waiting on at the very least. What is this in regards to? 2 of Cups. So you're waiting to hear from this person, or you're waiting to have a new love. Like if you were the person who was done dirty, maybe you're like, you know what, let me get back out there. Like what am I waiting on? Strength. Yeah, during Leo season, you're getting out there. You're like, you know what, I'm not gonna let them see me weak. I'm not gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna get out there, look my best, feel my best, and find someone new. Okay. Princess of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like it's been a long time coming, and since you found out this new news or whatever, you're trying to do whatever it takes to get past it. So for some of you, that means just getting back out there on the market, just to be quite frank with you. 3 of Swords, I feel like you are hurt by whatever has happened, but you're like, what good is it going to do for me to just sit back and not get back out there? And for a very select few, I just heard the message that some of you guys are getting back out there so that somebody else can pay your bills. Okay. Yeah, because some of you are not working right now with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. But what are you waiting on though? What is all this about? Like what news are you waiting to receive? The Devil, you may be wanting to hear back from a Capricorn, or you may just want to itch a scratch that you've been having that you haven't been able to scratch since you've been in a relationship. So now that you're single, you're like, I'm back out there. Maybe you've moved to a new location and it's fresh people, fresh energy, and you're ready to get out there. I feel like at one point when you were in this relationship, you were really like holding people off and not responding to people and saying I'm in a relationship. And now you're like, whoever's ready to mingle, like I'm single. Okay. Yeah, and you're not talking to whoever this person is, and I think you found your worth. You know, you're like, whoever did you dirty, you're like, fuck them, like I'm moving on. Okay, beautiful. This other person is nowhere to be found. I feel you're ready to start or find a new love or romance. You're ready to get back out there. Ooh, it took a while. I feel like people aren't really seeing how you are right now because you're not putting yourself out there like on the internet. We have the universe. So people just feel like you're just everywhere. You're doing a whole bunch of things. You're just going about. You're like you're just doing you. You're not really worried about anyone else. You're in your own world. Okay. Kind of like you're in La La Land. Okay. And you're feeling the Five of Cups. So deep down, Scorpio, you're actually not feeling the greatest right now. I think you're doing all of this to cover up your pain, to feel like everything is okay. But deep down, I don't think you're okay. I think that you're hurting. I think that you feel vulnerable. I think that you feel played. And I think the way that you know how to cope is to just find someone new. But maybe you should work on yourself for right now. You're literally waiting for someone, though. You could have had someone who was like your second choice or something, your side person, and you're like, well, I'm free now, so what are we doing? Like, what's happening? So who are you waiting to hear from? Because I do feel like there's someone that you are looking forward to hearing from. Scorpio. So it could be another Scorpio, or you're just wanting to get out there to see what you can catch, basically. Okay. Is there any advice that I can give to Scorpio? You may also be wanting someone who you were already in a relationship with to say something to kind of like make you come back too, with the Four of Cups. Eight of Swords. Oh my God. I swear to you guys, this is like the 5th sign that's gotten Eight of Swords as advice. Like, I cannot make this shit up. So put everything out on the table. That's your advice. Look at everything for what it actually is. Have a real adult conversation. I've said this like 15 times in the matter of like 2 days. It's crazy. And then, yeah, like, put everything out on the table, and if it still doesn't work out, it just wasn't meant to be. But there's a lot of communication that needs to happen. You could initiate it, or you don't have to. It really doesn't matter. It's just about the other person participating and you being completely honest as well. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the end of your August. So this is the 21st through the 30th. So we have the Two of Pentacles, making a decision, balancing things, trying to stay afloat, trying to be careful, but not realizing that you're about to step on something that you don't need to. So be careful. Then we also have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Really paranoid, really afraid. I think with this person leaving you, or whatever the case was with this, now you're on your own and you're seeing that. You're like, now, like, who's going to watch out for me? Who's going to take care of my bills? Who's going to comfort me at nighttime? Like, I feel like you are just going through it, Scorpio. Okay, so many things coming at you, but I also feel like a lot of it is in your mind. Like, it's really not that bad. You're just not used to it. Okay, so what are you trying to balance out? And then we'll see, what are you afraid of? So you're trying, yeah, money. Like, you're trying to stay afloat with your money, with your job. You're like, I need to make sure my bills are paid. This could have been a situation where you kicked someone out and they shared the rent with you, or you left someone, or they left you and they left you with the lease. It's something like that. Yeah, and you feel broke. You feel like you don't have any money right now. And what are you afraid of? What has you so scared? Six of Cups. You don't want to go back to the way things were in your childhood if you grew up with not a lot of money, or you just don't want to go back to a phase in your life where you felt alone. But I think it has more to do with like a childhood situation. You don't want to go back to that way of living. You don't want to be alone. So you lie to yourself and you're like, well, I can just find somebody. I can find, somebody to take care of me, someone who wants to be around me. But do they really want to? Or like, I feel like you're lying to yourself. Okay. Prince of Wands. Yeah. You're over here trying to find love. Some of you don't really want love, but you want somebody to sleep with, and you're finding these people who are very promiscuous, who don't really want anything real with you, but you want something emotional. So if you're okay with just doing that, then that's all you. But what I feel is that you're trying to find a connection that you've lost, and you're running into people who don't really care about you, and you're going through this cycle, and you're also finding people who are draining you. You're not fulfilling yourself. I guess you feel that you're not worthy for true love, or you feel like anything is love. And so now you're just in the situation where you're broke, like financially, but you're also broken spiritually. And I can see that. emotionally, like it's not looking too good. And it's because you're lying to yourself about what you're doing or who you're doing it with. There could be someone who's draining you, like your spirit. So be very careful with whoever you're involved with. I kind of feel like you need to take a break from everything and everyone and really get back to you, Scorpio, because there's some things you're avoiding for sure. Yeah, you're showing up as defeated. You're trying so hard to fix your life, but to also act like everything's okay, and that's doing the most damage. And you're going to end up running towards someone who doesn't have good intentions for you, and they're either going to, you know, destroy your life or just destroy your spirit. And then it's like, after that, then what else do you have? Seven of Swords. You need to be real with yourself. You need to have a real conversation. Because I feel like you can feel that something is on your spirit. You can feel that something is following you. Maybe even physically. But it's like you won't confront it. And that's where this problem is coming from. Six of Pentacles. So there's a gift. You feel like you have a future with doing whatever you're doing right now. But you need to understand that the longer you keep this going, the more opportunities you have for vultures, snakes, spiders to come and grab you, vampires. I just feel like you're in a position in your life where, yes, you need to have money, but do you need money to the point where you're selling your soul or selling your body? Because I do feel like some of you guys are doing this. Do you need to do that? Do you need to be that financially okay to the point where you have no spirit, where you're spiritually bankrupt, but your bills are paid? Like, that's, if you're okay with that, then that's you. But if you are watching videos like this, and I would think that you care about your soul, your spirit, your energy, and you're worth more than money. Okay, so keep that in mind. I don't know who that message is for. So what's the advice for the end of August for Scorpio? The Empress. True love starts with yourself. Love yourself first, and you'll find people who love you and want to do different things with you and progress with you. The Empress gets what she wants because she plants the right seeds. I also feel like this is saying, especially for my women that are watching this, you need to start protecting your feminine energy. You need to know your worth as a female, as a woman. And there's beauty within you that you're losing. I feel like someone's like sucking it away from you. But also just the way you're living, your lifestyle could be draining you as well. What do you value and appreciate? And do those things match your spirit? Does it match what you feel like your soul is worth? Because I feel like that's where the disconnect is happening. You're valuing the wrong things. Start to value yourself. Empress. Appreciate yourself. Take care of yourself. Do things that you are proud of at the end of the day. Okay? So let's get one card. Let's get the oracle message of what this August was for you. What did you learn? What should you learn by the end of August? Disruption. Number 16. 1 plus 6 is the number 7. Separation. Luck. But more so, separation. Universe will do these things where it puts blockages in your way to, you know, make you go in a different route, make you see a different side of things. And this is where you're at. You're in a disruption state of your life, meaning that you are not used to this. Scorpio, you are fixed water. You don't like for things to not be in your control. You don't like to feel like you don't know what's going to happen next. And you definitely don't like to feel like you don't know how you're going to be feeling in 2 hours. Like, I feel like all of your emotions are everywhere with this Neptune energy for sure. But Neptune also calls for you to receive messages from the higher realms, from a higher being, from your higher self, from your spirit, from your soul. And you have to allow that to happen. And if you don't, you'll just feel what Pluto does for you your whole life. Transformations that are detrimental to your feelings. Like, you'll feel like somebody stabbed you. You'll feel like somebody ripped away something you care about. 22, I just saw it. You have to be more willing to transform. You are going into these darker arenas and alleys, literally, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone go down an alley of darkness because they want to find a diamond in a garbage can. Like, what are the chances of that happening? And even if you are promised that diamond, how much dirt and disgusting things that you have to go through to get to that? And I feel like I'm speaking to someone. I don't know who it is, but I just feel like someone is selling themselves. And I mean spiritually, you know, but also physically. That could be that as well. But I feel like someone is lowering their value just to try to get these temporary material things, or even just to feel love, you know, from people that don't really have it. Don't lower your vibration, your frequency, your worth for things and entities that just want to drain you. Be very careful. It's not a game. Like, your soul is not to be played with, you know? All right, Scorpio, I really, really hope that you get through this. If you need any help, make sure you email me. You can sign up for my Patreon for monthly readings as well to keep you on track. I do have an Instagram that you can sign up for if you want, or follow me on if you want to see me outside of YouTube. If you want to, you know, just follow me on there and see what I'm posting and what else I will be posting on YouTube. Yeah, don't be afraid to interact with me on there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.